Hello and welcome back to the Tea and a Buddy podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And we are back with food and drink for this month.
Yes.
So what's your food and drink? What have you got on your plate? Put that on you. What was that from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel? Put that on your plate.
Yeah.
Sophie Lennon.
Yeah.
Anyone
was it put that on your plate?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
I guess.
Yeah, something. It was something like that. Anyway.
Something about your plate.
Something about your plate. It was a joke.
Sophie Lennon from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Played by Jane Lynch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, comes to me like that now. I've still got it. The old mind is still working, yeah. We're going to talk about... We talked about this last weekend, didn't we?
Last month. Yeah.
Braum's.
Yeah. We said we were going to talk about Braum's this month. We
talked-
fulfilled that promise.
We fulfilled that promise because this is a Braum-centric episode.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what Braum's is...
I was going to say, most people listening probably have no idea what Braum's is.
Most people listening...
Unless they follow us on social media.
Unless they follow us on social media.
Yeah.
And because we've talked about it there, and we've talked about it on other podcasts,
We post a
obviously.
picture
and
of-
other episodes of the podcast.
We
and-
post a picture of the ice cream that we get almost every time we go.
Every time we go. It's like, I mean...
It's
just
obligatory at this point.
It's the greatest, I think. I think it is great. I mean, I'd first had it up in the Panhandle when I first came over.
Yeah.
So let's go to Braum's, and I was like, oh, this is actually really good. And, oh, yeah, the ice cream was very good. And
Yeah.
it was just like, it was so good. And I was like, oh, yeah, you don't really get that anywhere else here.
Yeah, no.
You know, anywhere else. And it is true. I mean, Braum's, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a chain of ice cream parlor and fast food restaurants.
It's a burger place.
It's a burger place.
Yeah.
And it's got a little market as well, isn't it? You can
Yeah.
go in, most of them got a little market. You can come in and buy little, like, groceries, like a little... Because most of them are like, you know, when you go in, it's to, like, the right side. There's, like, the market.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, the restaurant bit is, like...
Yeah,
to the
I mean,
left.
it's
I mean,
just...
obviously, various stores will be laid out differently, but the ones we've been in, that's usually the setup.
It's like when you're waiting in line for... Actually, that's just talking about the one in Hillsborough.
Well, that's the last one before the border.
Yeah. Well, we need to get back, and we're getting ahead of ourselves. Braum's is a burger, like, fast food restaurant.
Yeah. It's based in Oklahoma City.
It doesn't necessarily feel super fast foody, though, don't you? Don't you feel a little bit more like diner vibes? It looks like a fast food place inside, but it doesn't have that same kind of vibe. To me, anyway.
It's got diner vibes, yes, because I'm definitely getting like diner vibes from like places that have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
But
it feels
comparatively speaking, Braum's hasn't been around for a long time.
Well, you can give us a history in a second, but just to explain, it's a fast food restaurant, like Dominic said, with a little grocery section.
A grocery section. You can pick up milk, ice cream, dairy, other cheese, meat and... Mm-hmm. Chips and canned food.
I was trying to think. Do they have ground beef and chicken section?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah, they do have. It's small. It's small. It's not like a huge like grocery store.
No,
like
it's
H-E-B
inside.
Or
It's the
or whatever.
Inside. It's the size of a regular, like if you went inside a Burger King or a McDonald's or whatever. It's no bigger than that inside.
Yeah.
So the little grocery section is just like set off from where you order, and then they have a fairly small-ish seating section. Yeah, because they do have that little like little designated booths, supermarket area, and it's got produce, cheese. It's kind of got all the basics that you really need.
Kind of like if you went to like a gas
Cereal,
station.
They do,
but they have a bit more on offer than a gas station would.
Yeah, and not nearly as much junk except for ice cream.
No, there's not. There's not.
There's not like loads of chips and cookies and stuff like that. It's like basically the necessities. Like if you went to, it's sort of like a cross between the grocery section. It's a cross between the stuff you would find like in your average farmer's market
Yeah.
And then, like, with a little bit of, like, cereals and a little bit of chips. I think they do.
Yeah,
have
they have like cookies and chips there, and chocolate, and
but
stuff,
just not like a lot.
Not like it's not like everything.
I don't think they have candy at all. I don't remember. Candy.
I thought I seen some there, but maybe I'm thinking because of the ice cream,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they just have like a little but their main selling point is the milk, I think. And when we were in there eating. You said you saw like a rugby team of boys come in.
No. A rugby team of this rugby
team. A football team of boys.
No,
sorry.
Don't you remember you said when you were eating, like I was just there by myself.
No, when we were eating.
When we were there, don't you remember that mother came in and she had all these little boys? It was like 4 little boys. And they got a basket, because they do have like little shopping carts.
They got a little basket.
Went over to the refrigerator where the milk was.
Yeah.
And they loaded the basket up with just gallons of milk.
Gallons and gallons of milk.
And I was like, what do you suppose, like, they drink that much milk? And, because milk doesn't stay for a shelf life,
it doesn't have a shelf life, really, no.
I would say they probably got 10 gallons of
milk. Maybe they were planning to sell it. They were like, hey, got the...
Maybe they live
Maybe they were planning to go across the border and sell it.
Oh, God, we're across the
Braum's border,
border. Yeah, because you made it sound before like it's right on the border of like Texas and Mexico.
No. We'll explain more in later on what this
but I
border
think
is.
we speculated at the time that maybe they live like out in the country and this was the nearest Braum's.
Hillsborough, yeah.
And they came in.
Maybe they lived in Austin.
To get a bunch of milk and maybe they provide it for
the town,
their community or whatever,
I mean, maybe
whatever.
Because that's their main selling point, I think, Braum's, is that they've got a dairy herd.
Yeah, okay, so give us the history.
The history was they were founded
we're totally confusing people here.
They were founded in 1968.
Yeah.
By William Henry Bill Braum in Oklahoma City. And before him and his wife, they bought this business in Kansas.
When? When did you say?
1968.
Sorry, out there. 68. Is that all?
Yeah. No, that's when... But they bought this business in Kansas in, like, the 50s.
Okay.
And it was like I
guess the 50s is when like
an ice cream parlor and stuff, so they learned their trade and stuff like that.
I guess the 50s really is like when McDonald's and all the rest got started too. So
it was like everybody loves going to drive-ins.
Yeah.
Drive up hamburger places. It's like, we should, what if they didn't stay here? Like Sonic has that kind of thing. You drive in and you go boop and you go, okay, yeah, like a burger and fries and whatever.
Yeah.
And they used to come out on roller skates and give it to you, but I don't think they do anymore.
I think it's their choice, It's the employee's choice. I do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you don't really see that anymore. And, back then, I guess, because they were like, oh, we can just get these people in, we can just give them the food, and they drive away, and we never have to see them again until they come around again, and they're not here, So I guess that kind of thing was just the thing that happened over here. Everybody was in their cars driving around. I mean, Britain, it didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Motorway services were the big thing. But they were like, they were dressed up as fancy places,
Yeah.
Like Little Chef and
So you're telling me Braum started like that?
Braum's...
Like Sonic style?
No, it was like an ice cream place. Before Braum's, it was like the guy bought these ice cream places in Kansas.
Okay.
This business.
Yeah.
And then he did a deal with someone, and they weren't allowed to sell ice cream. The Braum family weren't allowed to sell ice cream in Kansas for like 10 years or something. So I think how he got around that was moving everyone to Oklahoma and the herd and starting up Braum's.
Okay.
Their own thing, So Braum started, and it was kind of like, you were asking me, oh, is there anything else like Braum's? Or the closest thing you'd find is Dairy Queen.
Okay.
I think, to that kind of thing. But it's like, but Dairy Queen's multinational now, so it's definitely not.
Is it?
Yeah. I was just looking it up now, and I was shocked too. Apparently most of the stores of Dairy Queen are in Texas,
Okay, so the thing about Braum's, I don't know, did you Did you say already? I don't think you said, but they have their own
dairy herd.
They have their own herd. They have their own like farm too, as far as I know.
Yeah, they have a family farm.
Yeah, so they grow their own produce.
Yeah, they grow their own produce. They make their own packaging that they package their produce in.
Yeah, they have their own ground beef and chicken.
None of this is outsourced to any other state or country, as far as I know. You know, it's like it's all done there in house. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's in order to maintain the freshness of its products.
Quality control, basically.
The company does not open stores outside of a 330-mile, which is 483-kilometer radius of the home farm in Tuttle, Oklahoma.
Yeah. That way the trucks.
That's why the trucks don't have far to go with all the stuff.
Yeah, and they don't have to add a load of preservatives and wrap into their stuff. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
That's the border we were talking about. It stops at the Hillsborough, just south of Hillsborough. There are no Braums, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's like
so Hillsborough is between here and Dallas.
Yeah. It's closer to Dallas. It's about an hour and a half, isn't it?
Well, it's an hour from Dallas. It's 2 hours from here.
Oh, 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
So
we always stop there.
We always stop up there, yeah, because I used to think it was Waco it was in, but it's Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where the radius ends, you know. It's like they're not going to open another farm. But they've probably had so many people on at them because it's still family owned. It's like, oh yeah,
and anytime we go there, it's packed.
It's packed.
Like the last time that we went, there was like hardly any seating. Too, there were people like looking around for an open table, like, oh.
It's kind of like, you know, because it's kind of turned into kind of like one of those things. Like I used to take my wife here when we were courting back in 1972.
Yeah.
And we're still coming here today for the ice cream, you know, it's still the same.
Wasn't it in Braum's?
Because Dairy Queen have that kind of story too. It's like, oh, small town America in the Midwest and southern regions of America. Dairy Queen was king, you know, was queen.
Yeah. But do they have their own farm and stuff? Like, do they have their own?
No, they're multinational now.
That's what I was thinking.
But back in the 50s, they weren't. And when everything was done, like Braum's is doing it now. When everyone was doing it, even McDonald's was probably doing that back in the day. Don't quote me on that, but they probably were when they first started out. It was probably a deal with like they had their own little farm and stuff, and they were getting beef and whatever.
Yeah.
But then it was like, oh yeah, demand far outstripped supply, and
I wonder. It makes me wonder if because we have a cafe here in Austin called Kirby Lane.
Oh yes, yeah. Well,
they have their own, or they used to. I don't know if they still do because they've expanded quite a lot, but they used to have their own farm and stuff. And I remember one time there was like a tomato recall or something.
Oh yes, yeah.
And we went to dinner with my mom and grandma, and my mom ordered something that had tomatoes on. And they brought it out with the tomatoes on, and she was like, oh, and she asked them, isn't there a tomato recall? Are these okay? You know, and they're like, oh no, we grow our own, so we're not affected by it, you know. And it's like, oh yeah, because they grow their own everything, you know. Yeah. And it was the same kind of thing. I wonder if it still is, because but
they haven't expanded out of like Austin.
Out of the area. Well, I mean, they're in like the suburbs, you know. They're in like Georgetown and Round Rock and stuff, But no, they're not any further.
There's one quite close to Nando's down in the Muella district or Miller district.
Oh, they have them. Yeah, they have them everywhere. When we first moved here, there was only, I would say, 4 maybe, like 4 different locations.
Yeah.
One north, one south, and then a couple more centrally located. The original being on actual Kirby Lane.
Yes.
But yeah,
we haven't been there. Well, we've been there recently, but yeah,
recently-ish, but yeah, they're, I don't know, it's
Braum's
just...
they have that kind of, they have their family farm, so everything is fresh and grown, and they've got their own A2 herd.
Yeah, which I didn't know what that meant.
Yes, you're asking me what that is.
Yeah,
because most cow milk everywhere is A1 and A2. It's like the protein. It's like, the genetic protein, the beta casein.
Yeah, I think
of milk.
Isn't there like some? I know I've seen it on the thing, like A1 or something on the packaging somewhere.
I think it is. Yeah.
I don't know what.
But it's like it's most cow milk is A1 with some A2 proteins in it. You know, and apparently the studies have shown that this is like, there's a lot of like milk sugar and stuff in it, so that's what causes lactose intolerance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Braum set about just creating an A2 herd, dairy herd.
Yeah.
And it took them over 12 years, and I think they've got 2 of them. They've got one in Oklahoma and one in Texas now, because there's like 99 stores in Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's 128 in Oklahoma.
Well, yeah.
There's 27 in Kansas and 13 in Arkansas and Missouri. So just to because they're over 300 stores they've got. But they built these herds, and now they only produce A2 milk.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's got a lot of benefits. It's, and if you have trouble with, like, most other milk you buy in other stores, you might not have trouble with this milk, because
interesting.
It's better, it's fresher, it's creamier, it's richer. That's why the ice cream tastes the way it does. And it does. It really does make a difference.
It is so,
their vanilla ice cream is like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
There is something to this.
It just tastes fresh. I know that's the best way to describe it. Everything there pretty much just tastes fresh. Yeah. And I guess maybe because of the proximity to the farms, like the proximity to the locations where the meat comes from, maybe they don't freeze it.
I mean, they'd probably have to freeze it to go, because, this is Texas we're talking about here,
But if they just
refrigerated trucks, maybe.
I don't know how often they get trucks in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Because, just their vanilla ice cream is just so good.
Yeah. Like, you could go and just
order a little scoop of it, and that's fine.
Some people just love vanilla ice cream, but vanilla is vanilla.
I'm not huge.
It's more the most boring of the flavors, and I'm using air quotes here. But theirs isn't. It's so you could just go get vanilla ice cream and be like, oh god,
yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just because we get the strawberry.
It's not soft serve like Dairy Queen.
It's not soft serve like Dairy Queen, and none of the whole tipping it up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's soft scoop. Is that what you call it?
I don't know. It's just regular. It's just regular. It's like it's closer to homemade.
They get
ice cream if you've ever eaten homemade ice cream.
They have flavors. They have chocolate and strawberry and all that kind of stuff, and they have like Rocky Road and all that, and they have them all in their little ice cream parlor counter.
Yeah.
But when they go to do the strawberry shortcake sundae, they go to like the back. I've watched them do it. They go to the back and they take a thing out of there's like a special vat of vanilla ice cream there.
Oh yeah.
That it's not with the others.
Oh, they don't get the vanilla from the front. Oh, I guess
from the front. I've seen it because I've seen it go on, and they put it in there, and they just go. It's like, oh, this is a secret. You can't know about this. This is the ice cream. You can't see this ice cream because it's, if you do, you'll go insane. It's just like that kind of stuff. And it's just so good. And if you can get down to one, if you're in the area, people who know, because I looked up on like Reddit and stuff when I was looking up if there's anything, and there's people who've moved to Austin going, oh, is there anything like Braum's here? Because I used to live in Northwest Texas and get my fix, and now I don't, And so I was like, oh, I don't, it's just now hit me that, I haven't seen a Braum since I lived in Denton,
Oh, yeah.
And it's just kind of like,
they don't exist.
They don't exist south of Hillsborough. That's the border. They try to cross that. They just kind of like the ghost boundary. They just pop back.
The ice cream just falls out of the truck onto the road.
Yeah.
That happened. I'm sure that happened. Oh, maybe it wasn't Braum's. That happened somewhere. I know I saw that.
But when we were talking about like recalls of tomatoes and stuff, like there's usually a milk recall or something over here. Like
cheese or whatever. Yeah,
cheese and it's dairy products. We have to recall it. And then there was one huge one happening when we were up there.
Yeah.
And I remember it was packed. Braum's was packed. Everyone was coming in to grab milk.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, why don't you just, if you live here, why don't you just get your milk from here anyway? I mean, it's relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, it is. It is, too. I can't remember. They advertise it on the marquee outside the store. I can't
It's
remember
like,
how much it is,
our milk is cheaper than Walmart. Say,
Yeah.
I think it's something like that. And it's like, why don't you come here to do that?
Yeah.
And you can pick up yourself a sneaky chicken sandwich or a sneaky strawberry shortcake sundae,
So the strawberry shortcake sundae is our favorite, as Dominic's mentioned a couple of times already, because they have a load of different ice cream flavors, and they trade flavors out. They've got seasonal flavors that come and go and stuff, but they've got their counter there. You can get an ice cream cone, or you can get a sundae, or you can get a banana split. The kinds of stuff you get at any kind of ice cream place. Only their ice cream's better. But they also have a strawberry shortcake sundae, which I haven't ever seen anywhere else. Maybe it exists elsewhere.
Yeah, it sounds like something that everyone would do.
But what it is they put 2 pieces of, it's pound cake, isn't it?
It's like a pound cake. Yeah, I've seen.
This is a double scoop one. They have single scoop now. They didn't used to. You only used to get the double scoop.
Because they ask me now, single or double.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they never used to have single.
You could have just given me the double.
It's
like, oh, that's your only one, is it? Oh.
Which, I mean, anytime I've ever gotten it, it's like you usually have to share it with someone, because it's got the pound cake in the bottom, and then 2 huge scoops of vanilla ice cream on top of those, and then fresh, like, strawberry
sauce.
Chunks of strawberries with sauce. And then whipped cream, and then a cherry. And
I think you can have nuts in it too, can you? Or maybe I'm thinking of the banana split.
That's the banana split, or the other sundae. I mean, you probably could. You could probably ask them if
it's like,
you went to them,
I think, if they have a banana split, I might try that next time we go.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be good.
Imagine that with the vanilla ice cream and the bananas.
Yeah, that'd be good. You got some other kind of sundae.
Yeah, I did. I think it might have been the banana split.
No, it was didn't you get that black cherry or something like that?
Something. Yeah.
Or a chocolate. It had chocolate. Something.
Neapolitan?
I don't know. No, I thought it had like a chocolate sauce and cherries. Am I completely making that
I don't
up?
know. Yeah, no, that's just so... There's a lot of them anyway, I'm just thinking about it now, and there's a lot.
A lot of options.
A lot of options there. You can get a...
And they have even more options in the freezers.
Yeah.
In the little grocery section.
Yeah, you can pick up a tub of it and go home.
There's a load of ice cream flavors that you never see anywhere else, and that they don't have in the counter. It's kind of annoying, because I would like to try some of them.
But, we'll never make it home with that 2 hours in the car in Texas.
I was just thinking we should take a cooler sometime when we go up there. And
we'll just eat it on the way home.
Just
pull it out, just get it out with the...
It's only 2 hours. It could make it in a cooler, surely, with ice.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Dry ice.
But yeah.
That's their thing, is their, the fact that they produce everything kind of in-house.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And it's just kind of like, yeah, because we go up there, and sometimes, family like, you want to go to Braum's? And it's like, what?
When we used to go to the Panhandle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, Braum's. Why do you want to go to Braum's? It's like, because we don't have it in Austin.
Yeah,
and it's the best ice cream.
They were thinking like, Braum's is a chain. Don't you want to go to like a local place? And I was like, really?
It's like,
the local places are not great. No.
Yes, no.
I'm talking about, up there, they're not.
No, they're not. I mean, you'd think, this is some great panhandle cooking, and it's like, it's not.
No,
it's terrible.
Most of the local places we've been taken to up there, I have not been impressed with.
No.
And so we're just like, we want to go to Braum's. We don't have Braum's in Austin. Braum's is delicious.
And it's like, I hope they never kind of like, topple to like pressure, because I know they've got people like, I'd love to have.
You could make so much more money, Yeah.
If you expanded.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love them to expand just a little bit more to Austin. Yeah, I mean, we're in North Austin, so they don't have to go that far. They don't even have to go to downtown.
Or like collect up another herd.
Collect up another herd, turn it into an A2.
Make another, just open up another farm, and then they can do,
Well, they've got one in Texas.
And they can do, like, southern Texas and New Mexico and, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's stopping them doing that? They could do that.
Yeah, I mean, they'd give some serious... I mean, because Dairy Queen is huge, and everyone's like, oh, yes, Dairy Queen, Dairy Queen, Dairy Queen. It's okay.
It's all right, yeah.
And I mean, I'm talking about the food here as well. I mean, I'm like...
Well, we haven't really talked about the food at Braum's.
The food at Braum's. Oh, that is good.
I will say that the food options at Braum's are probably similar to the options at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I mean, you get like
chicken strip basket. I guess I don't know if they don't really do steak fingers, do they?
Oh,
That's a big thing at Dairy Queen.
I think they do, actually. I thought I saw them.
I don't know, but
I thought they did a country steak dinner or something, country fried steak.
I think it's the chicken strips. Oh, country fried steak?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I should look at the.
They do have the options are similar, but the food is just fresher. It just is, and the French fries.
Yes, they're crinkle cut, and the law says that crinkle cut tastes better than any other cut. Because they say, "Oh, can you get me crinkle cut fries?" It's like, why? They're just potatoes. No, they taste better. Crinkle cut fries are the best fries ever.
They've got a popular drink that I like to get is their fresh limeade.
Cherry limeade.
Cherry limeade.
Someone was talking about, oh yeah, people go on about the cherry limeade at Sonic and stuff like that. They have never had Braum's cherry limeade. Yeah. It's like the best ever.
Yeah. It's actual limes. It's actual lime juice.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's an actual fresh limeade.
They have breakfast options at Braum's as well. They got a burrito.
I will say.
Oh?
We went through there, I guess early one morning. Really early? Or maybe it was coming back from Dallas. And we hit it during breakfast.
Oh, you didn't care for it?
No.
I don't remember.
I will say that's probably the worst thing that I've had at Braum's.
Oh no!
A breakfast taco. I ordered a breakfast taco because it just had like raw tomatoes in it. I don't know. There was just absolutely no flavor. There was nothing flavorful about it. It was just weird, and it was like, no.
Yeah.
I think they gave some kind of like taco sauce or hot sauce or something to put on it. It was a no. It's that whole thing. I was just like, oh, well, you got to be bad at. Everybody's got to be bad at something.
You can't have hits after hits. You've got to have some clangers in there. No, I mean, they don't. I'm looking at their menu now. They don't have steak fingers.
Yeah, I didn't think
chicken
so.
strip dinners.
That definitely is a Dairy Queen thing.
I usually get the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
They've got like a lower grilled chicken sandwich, which has like a pineapple ring on it.
Yeah, I mean, they've got like things that come and go.
But their ice cream is the
draw.
The draw, yes. Oh yeah, banana split and sherbet freezes and malts and shakes and stuff. Yeah, and I mean, I could just I could just gorge myself on that.
Yeah.
And the French fries and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
you love the French fries. But yeah, all the rest of the food is good. That we've had the chicken strips are absolutely fabulous for some reason.
Oh no, I was thinking of when your mother said, "Oh, there's just chicken strips," and I think that was from Cane's, wasn't it? Raising Cane's or something.
Yeah,
because everybody it's weird. Raising Cane's, weirdly enough, somebody was talking about that. Someone goes, "Oh yeah, tourists are really into that. Tourists from other countries." I've seen a load of people from the UK going on about Raising Cane's.
People love it. People are crazy about Raising Cane's.
It's like they need to be crazy about Braum's. So
did we ever try it, or did we just?
Yeah, we had it.
Yeah. I think we went and got it, and my mom was all excited about it. We went with her,
and it was just chicken strips.
And she was like, "Yeah, it's just chicken strips."
No, Braum's though, I can't say enough good things about them, and and I think it's because they're only available in 5 states. That is as regional as you get. It's like the Jenkins bakery of the U.S. It's like the middle America, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas.
And they must They must
Kansas.
bake their own bread now that I'm thinking. Because I was
Yeah,
going to say...
yeah, they do.
I was going to say, do they get their bread from somewhere? I was trying to think if I've seen
They make their own bread.
Loaves of bread for sale in there.
Yeah,
I think
they bake their own bread. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much do everything, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything. And they have their own processing plant and everything there to make the ice cream. You know, they go straight from the cows to the plant where they just make it into ice cream.
And I can't think
cheese and butter.
And I when you keep things fairly small, and I mean 5 states is not super small.
It's not.
It's still.
I mean, they rake in like $7 billion a year, I think, don't they?
I have no idea.
I think it was like...
I don't have those fingers, those fingers. I don't have those fingers just like on the tips of my fingers, But what I was going to say is, I guess that when you're able to keep... obviously, when you're able to keep operations fairly small and local, you're able to maintain quality and all of that, because I can't think of a time where it's ever been in the news that
Braum's is having trouble and
something weird happened, and
and Braum's are trying to cover it up.
There was a finger found in the thing. Or something
they
or
are
other
on
at
it.
Braum's has been recalled, or just anything like...
There's been no... Yeah, and I mean, maybe that's because they're such a small operation. They're relatively small compared to the size of the U.S.
Yeah, yes. That's what I was... That's what I was saying. It's just like, I guess they're just able to make sure that everything's clean and, up to standards, Yeah.
They have, with the A2 herd as well, they must be like the envy of people, when there's kind of like something wrong with the herds that they use for like Walmart and H-E-B and whatever,
Yeah.
The massive herds, it's just kind of like, oh, Braum's has got its own herd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Braum's has got its own herd. Oh, that milk's fine.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I think in the 80s they were quite popular around here as well, Braum's, because they had there's apparently a series of television commercials with Ernest P. Worrell.
Oh yeah,
from Jim Varney's character.
Well, he was from Texas, though, I think.
Oh yeah, but I mean, also I guess I'm saying Oklahoma. It's from Oklahoma,
Yeah.
But I mean, people go, oh well, it's a Texas thing now, because it's Oklahoma's right there with Texas,
Yeah. Yeah, he was he might have been from Oklahoma. He was from one or the other, though.
He was straddling both states.
So it was just like, and in the 80s, he was quite huge. So that makes sense
I used to love those Ernest films.
Yeah.
I used to watch them a lot when I was a kid,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I guess, and then they're still family owned,
That's so cool.
Yeah, they raked in $5 billion in 2021.
Oh, you managed to find it.
Yeah, so it's probably up to $7 billion by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just when you eat it like a chain and stuff over here, that's like massive, like McDonald's or Burger King and stuff like that. I still maintain the best burger out of the huge chains is Burger King, though. The Whopper,
yeah, yes.
I mean, what do you usually get a burger at Braum's, don't you?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking?
Yeah. No, I get a burger. You
get their number one.
I don't know what number it is, but
you usually get because number one is usually the basic hamburger and stuff,
Yeah, I usually just.
I'm gonna get a number one.
A burger. I like burger places that make a burger in a way that I would make it at home. So like with mustard and mayonnaise and pickles and lettuce and tomato and onion, because you go to like McDonald's or some of these other places and they just put pickles.
There you go, the masses. I'm probably one of the masses here, because they do make a burger. I remember when I went to McDonald's and I was given a burger and it was literally just a patty, the bun, a splodge of ketchup,
Yeah.
and 1 pickle or 2 pickles, and that was it. And I think there might have been an onion on there too.
Yeah, I think they do put just a couple slices of onions.
And, there's like, oh no, they have another burger, which is just a burger and the bun, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing on it, anything.
Or if you get a cheeseburger, it'll have a piece of American cheese on it, you know?
Well, I mean...
or bacon, it'll have the bacon on it, too, But it's like at home, if I make a burger, I'm going to put lettuce and, as you would say, salad. I'm going to put salad on my burger.
Yes, you put salad on your burger.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, it makes it feel a little more like you're adding something slightly healthy in,
I mean, you pile it high.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the chicken stuff and chicken sandwiches, chicken burgers, I was going to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were just so good. The grilled and the crispy. Yeah, I don't know. It's something about Braum's. I think it's the ice cream.
Yes,
that really elevates it.
Because sometimes, I love Braum's, and I do, and I'm always happy to go there. It's fun.
Yeah, no, I mean,
but
it's never going to be like, Braum's.
Well, sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe let's try something else that we also don't get in Austin very often. Like, let's try a brisket burger at Bucky's, or let's stop at
that was okay.
Or let's stop at the...
We got flack for that.
You thought it was...
The Bucky's fans came for us when I said it was...
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Bucky's is another... We should probably do a podcast about Bucky's at some point, but...
Yeah. I had to get behind the rock on that one, because I was taking shots from Bucky's fans everywhere.
You didn't care for it. I thought it was actually very much worth the price, the brisket burger at Bucky's. But yeah, sometimes you want to try that, or you want to like have a little stop at the Czech stop and get some kolaches or something instead of a burger,
we haven't been there for a while, have we?
And you're just like, nah, let's do Braum's.
Nah, let's do Braum's. Braum's.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, because I mean there are other places that exist that we also don't have in Austin, but
yeah.
But Braum's usually is the place where we stop. And you always point out whenever we stop there that it's like it seems to be a meeting point for the older generations.
Yes, no, because like Whataburger is and stuff like that. Because it's funny to me coming from a culture that usually, when the old people meet in like cafes.
Yeah.
It would be that's why supermarkets. I mean, I know supermarkets over here, like if you class Target as a supermarket, it's got Starbucks in it.
Yeah.
But if you look at H-E-B, it doesn't really have a cafe attached to it, does it?
Well, the bigger ones, I guess.
But it'll be like a Starbucks or something like that. They'll allow a
guess.
Starbucks to come in there or something.
Yeah,
or
I'm trying to think.
There was one that was right next door to H-E-B. That one, I used to get coffee at it sometimes.
They have their own. It's like cafe.
No, that's the coffee. Cafe.
No,
Olé.
but the bigger H-E-Bs have a little like coffee kind of cafe area that's called they called it that cafe. Whatever the name of the coffee is. Cafe
Olé? Is it?
Ola or Olé or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, well, we don't go into...
it's just a coffee and muffin place, though. Because, in Britain, the cafes are like... if you look on TikTok, sometimes they'll go, come with me down to Asda for the senior special £1 breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be like, they'll be like... they'll have like breakfast items.
We never had anything in any of the cafes.
No, we didn't. We're not old enough, you see. Got to be over 65 for that.
Well, it's the same thing at Braum's, except for it's like
no, and it's like they meet here in like the fast food places, like I was talking about in Dairy Queen. It's like, I met my wife in Dairy Queen in 1955,
usually in the mornings, though,
and we've been coming here ever since we got married. And
if you ever go to these places like Braum's or Dairy Queen or Whataburger or whatever in the mornings, they're always there with a coffee and like reading the paper or looking at their phones now, I guess. But they're always there with a cup of coffee. And they're just chatting
away with the trucker caps on.
So, like, the locals who go to Braum's tend to be the older generations, but we also see a lot of people who are very clearly doing exactly what we're doing. And they're like, this is the last stop. This is the last
We're going to get our fix.
Yeah, this is the last Braum's on the way home. We got to stop here. Yeah. Yes. We overhear people talking.
Because it's funny, there was this older couple sitting next to us once, you know, in the booth next to us, and they just gotten ice cream cones, and they were just eating there silently, you know, and you just kept nudging me, saying, look at them, and they're just eating their ice cream so cutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's funny to me that, you know, the older generation would go there, because that's how it feels to me, because when we go to Dairy Queen, there might be some older generations there and stuff like that, but I have a feeling Dairy Queen now is... It's kind of gone multinational, so it's no longer the mom and pop place.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We very rarely go to Dairy Queen.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
But it's multinational. It's in Mexico. It's in Bahrain. It's in everywhere.
Is it?
It's not in the UK.
I think is it not because they do franchises?
Well, yeah.
Because do you ever see I feel like we're just talking now. We've forgotten we're recording a podcast.
Yes, we're just talking now.
There's like
ignore the microphone.
I always see something about Mayfield something or
Mayfield DQ. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
And he's got a few. It's some guy who.
Yeah, I do see that.
Something or other about Mayfield, and he's got a few locations. But it's like it's a franchise. It's not.
Yeah, yes.
So like if Dairy Queen closed down, he could.
Since 1940, the chain has used a franchise system to expand its operations globally. Okay, yeah.
So I think they can be a bit different because they're franchises.
Because they went up to Canada. You know? Yeah, and they have that Orange Julius thing.
Oh yeah,
that was So they're huge. I mean they did what Braum's didn't do. You know, they just went global.
Yeah,
but Braum's is younger than them. You know, by some way. You know.
Yeah, but anyway. I think we've already
gotta go now.
It's already devolved from a podcast into just a general
chat
session.
General chat sessions. You love our general chat sessions.
We appreciate
It's what we're here for.
We appreciate you tuning in and listening to us just basically blab away. Each other. Yeah.
Like a old couple in Dairy Queen or Braum's.
Yes,
Braum's are quite silent. They just eat their ice cream.
This is what we do.
No time for talking.
This is what we do. So, if you enjoy it, why not give us a follow on social media?
Give us a follow, comment, say, why are you just talking, guys? You're always just talking.
Actually, do follow us on social media because, like I said, every time we go to Braum's, we tend to post a picture of our ice cream. I think we also have done a story where we've filmed, like, the ice cream in the freezers and around the produce area.
Oh, yeah, that's up somewhere.
We could probably do a better version of that.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Well, do you know what? Braum's needs to contact us.
Yes.
Braum's needs to contact us and come up and guide us around. Apparently, they used to do tours of their farms.
I was just going to say, it would be so fun to, like, do a tour.
But apparently, they don't do it anymore, you know. So, there's something weird going on there. They've just shut down operations. No one's allowed to go there anymore.
Oh, no. It's very Stranger Things.
Oh, no. Maybe that's what's happening.
Anyway, give us a follow on social media. We are at TButty, TEABUTTY across all socials. Shout out to our patrons for their continued support. We'll talk to everybody next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.